And play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen.
And not the most common call you'll see in the NBA, but hard to argue that pick wasn't illegal.
It is really difficult to get your feet completely set, to stay completely still. It's almost surprising to me that it isn't called more often.
Hits it from three-point range. Korver's got 6 points.
Well, this is what you call hitting the ground running. 4 shots taken, 4 shots made.
White, good.
Assist goes to Donovan Mitchell.
Seattle has come out of the gates quickly. 6-point game. And Greg, what stands out most about Donovan Mitchell's game?
I think it's his consistency. He's a fearsome scorer pretty much since he set foot in the league. And with his pull-up game, he can get his shot off against anyone.
And here is Mitchell. After Kyle Korver hitting the three. And it's White missing.
No doubt he's struggling right now from the field. Let's see if he can get it going this quarter.
It's out of bounds. Last touch by Korver. Toronto trails by 9. We're about 3 minutes into this first quarter. Mitchell with it. Williams picks him up. And pushing it up. Here's Seattle. Pass to Coward. Here's Champagnie. And he can't extend the lead to double digits.
And I think that one could have easily have fallen for him.
And that's an intentional foul.
First team foul.
Mitchell with it. They've been leaning on him for a decent chunk of their offense. He's averaging over 15 points a game.
And they're losing their concentration here, guys. Just sloppy with the ball. Yeah, we're seeing some fireworks from them already.
Well, what I love is the game plan has been solid from the opening tip. And guys are making their shots. That's critical.
Personal foul. Second team foul.
First quarter of play and just over 3.5 minutes in. Mitchell with it. Williams picks him up.
They need to start taking care of the basketball. Careless play since the opening tip.
And a moment here to take a look at some of the hustle stats for the Supersonics.
I mean, they've come out aggressive defensively, getting into them and coming up with some cookies along the way.
Another big component of their early game tonight has been points off turnovers. Great job converting on those chances.
And DB with Mitchell out there on the court, we have one of the most dynamic players in the NBA.
And Kevin, let's not forget one of the smartest as well. Donovan Mitchell played for Quinn Snyder early. He talks often about now understanding the game at a much higher level.
Down low, stolen by Smart. White, wide open, he fires. And Wade slams it in.
Just a terrific effort on the offensive glass. That's how they're going to cut into this lead.
And Greg, a dunk like that is sure to give them a spark. Here's Champagnie. He has yet to score. Shot clock at 6. Here's Coward. And he goes up strong with one hand and flushes it down.
They've been excellent so far, coming in with a well-balanced attack.
On the offensive end, it feels like they're getting the shots they want, and defensively, they are connected and on a string.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet more set on that screen. Easy call.
You know, he's just leaning a little bit. You try to get away with it, but boy, the official all over it.
Here's Coward. He's got 6. Here's Korver for 3. Fast break, Toronto. White, good. White's got his second bucket.
That's what you call speed, being the difference in transition. Off the steal, Derek White so heads up.
Pass to Korver. Shoots the 3. And boy, that looked like goaltending. Yes, it is, and so they will award the basket there.
Yeah, that's a tough call for the refs to make there. I'm not sure it was on the way down, but that's how they saw it.
Now Smart To the middle. Zubats.
Zubats.
And the dunk by Zubats.
Yeah, if you allow Zubats positioning near the cup, look out. This is what you can expect.
Here's Coward. He averages about 5 points a game. Stolen by Zubats. Gets it off. And so it's Seattle, holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break. They're shooting the ball so well in this one.
Toronto, 15.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. And before we move on, guys, what do you think about what we've seen so far from the Supersonics?
Well, look at the turnover ratio, then look at the score. Easy to see what happened in that first period.
Offensively, they took care of the ball. And defensively, they forced a number of miscues.
And it's White missing. Sonics leading by 8. Out to the right wing. 2 points. That one goes.
Unwilling to let up, even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
One thing I enjoy is watching players who don't pay attention to the score. You lock in on the moment and play the right way.
It's off his foot. And they're saying he kicked the ball. And timeout called by Darko Rajakovic. He's going to take a minute here to get things straightened out. And one way players look to expand their game, adding counter moves to keep defenders off balance. Greg, what was something you added that really gave defenders pause?
You know, the snatch back pull up, using your speed to kind of get the defender going downhill, and then you slam on the brakes and just create that separation to then go into attack mode.
When you think about Mark Williams, he has all the physical tools you want in a big man. For him, it was just about struggling with availability. Can he stay healthy?
Got a piece of it. Garland feeling it out a little bit. Just 5 to shoot. Pass to Bailey. Mitchell with the steal. Here in the second quarter with a little over a minute gone. 6 on the shot clock. Out to White. Another shot. Williams can't get it to go.
This guy's such a talented finisher, but the D does just enough.
Now we'll hear from Allie LaForce, and she's got a story for us. An update. Allie?
Hey guys, Derek White is an impact player, but is he a star in this league? White said, "I'm not into labels, I just know whatever the team needs, I'm ready to do it." And what does this team want from him? He said, "Be aggressive, don't defer," and hearing that from great players, it just gives you confidence. Guys, back to you.
Truly an impact player. Thank you, Allie. And it's Williams with the jam.
That's an excellent decision. Playing in the pick and roll, just understanding where the windows are, delivers it right in the pocket.
Garland is doubled to the inside. Mitchell with the steal. And here comes White, leading the fast break. And O'Neal gets it to go.
Well, it takes some guts to pull up from three-point range on the fast break, but definitely the right move. You drill it, you look good.
And a guy who has a quick release and has distance to his shot. Derek White converts his chances.
You know what, Kev? There's so many things to love about Derek White. He's arguably the greatest shot-blocking guard in the league. He has a knack for making big shots, and the thing that maybe is most impressive is he gets past grenades at the end of a shot clock and has the temperament to stand in and deliver.
And so J.J. Redick will call a timeout. Looking for a breather and maybe adjusting a thing or two. Sonics making a switch here. And for those of you just joining us in the second quarter with about 3 minutes gone by, And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
When you are the aggressor, being assertive, very often you're going to get the whistle, as Derek White did there.
And both free throws good for White.
And they're getting to the line a lot in this quarter, guys, and it hasn't been by accident.
Outside Garland. Just 5 on the clock. And it's Toronto with the rebound. Pushing it up. There's O'Neal with the 3. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Williams. O'Neal's got 6 points in the quarter.
Yeah, they're relying on their three-point shooting and getting pretty good results.
And so J.J. Redick will call a timeout. He's going to make some adjustments to the game plan. And in the second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already. Pass to Bailey. Williams with the defensive effort. Toronto trails by 3. Well, Greg, I'm sure their coach is showing up and showing off. Mitchell.
How high was Donovan Mitchell? How pretty was that dunk? My goodness.
2 minutes remaining. First half. 2 minutes.
1:57 left to play here in the half. Pass to Valanciunas. Shot clock at 5. Screen by Valanciunas.
And credit the screen for giving him the space he needed to get to the rim.
For sure, GA allows him to come in with the sledgehammer.
Boy, that's a play you just practice time and time again, and that's the result of the work put in. Well, why did Donovan Mitchell win the dunk contest? Case in point right there.
Pass to Bailey. And Derek White picks up the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game.
And now that's his second foul, so they're going to have to navigate that as this game progresses here in the next couple minutes.
Toronto grabs the miss. Pass to Coward. Outside Korver. From the arc. They grab their own miss. And that one is off. And Kyle Korver picks up the foul. That's his first foul.
I mean, I like the call. I thought the defense was just there a little late.
35 seconds left to play in the first half. Outside White. Raptors moving the ball around. Clock at 6. Count that one. White's got the lead up to 1 now for the Raptors.
Soft touch by Derek White. The floater, not an easy shot, but he puts that one on target.
To Champagnie. Drills the three-pointer. Now Williams. And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. Sonics lead by 2. And join us right back here after the break for the start of the second half. And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. Mitchell with it. Williams picks him up. And then Mitchell with the dunk.
The dynamic Donovan Mitchell off the dribble drive. Impossible to keep in front of you.
Pass to Korver. Now here's Gobert. Defended by Anderson. Outside Korver. Puts up a deep 3. The rebound by Anderson. And here are the Raptors now.
Derek White.
Good on the bucket. And it's 13 points for Derek White.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
Here's Korver for 3. That's his 6th field goal today, and that makes him now 6 for 11.
And at the offensive end, he's done about as much as they could have hoped for today.
to Mitchell. Here's White. It's hauled in by the Sonics.
Listen, that's a quality mid-range shot. He just couldn't capitalize.
Great teamwork punctuated by a strong finish.
Going right to the rim, which is where you want transition opportunities to end.
Anderson's shot is off.
Boy, he was anticipating a little bit more defensive pressure, and that's one you think he's going to make.
Pass to Korver. Gobert, the screen. Outside Korver. And the shot goes in from Rudy Gobert. And it's a 5-point Seattle lead.
That's 3 of 4 here to start the half.
BB, no one has more Defensive Player of the Year awards than Rudy Gobert. 4 of them.
Well, with the 4, he is now tied with the great Dikembe Mutombo and the great Ben Wallace. Does he have another one in his sights?
Anderson. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
What you get from Chris Anderson on the floor is hustle nonstop, all out. He works very hard to generate results out there.
Well, we're into the third quarter, just over 2.5 minutes played. A putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Well, Jonas Valanciunas has the instincts, the size, and the smarts to go ahead and take advantage of those missed shots and create them into points.
Here's White, and the Raptors miss again.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
Mitchell outside. And looks like the illegal pick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
When a pick like that is questionable and creates that much of an advantage for the offense, you have to blow the whistle.
I don't think there's any question. There are so many rules that favor the offense these days. You've got to be able to equal things out when an illegal screen is set.
That's a stomach punch, guys. Turn it over and give him a free run to the bucket.
Oh, you're so right. No question who has the momentum now.
It's still close, though. These teams have been neck and neck. Let's see the response here.
Here's Coward. 10 points for him. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
And how about breaking out the Statue of Liberty on that dunk?
A nice way to pad that lead a little more. You're right. Pass to Smart. Launches it. It's stolen by Valanciunas. And the foul on Marcus Smart. That is his first foul of the game. The Raptors making a switch here.
Into the lineup for the Raptors, number 40.
1:44 left to play here in the third. Here's Coward. Sinks that one from the post. And now a 9-point Seattle lead. Now, here's Mitchell. 8 points for him. Oh, Mitchell's so good inside.
Mitchell does not let that 6'1" frame deter him from going in the paint. This guy has got so much confidence.
Here's Coward. He's got 14. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Korver's got 21 in the game.
And so many teams now look to establish the perimeter to set up everything else.
No doubt it's a growing trend, Greg, and he is highly accurate tonight.
And wait to finish and cut into that lead a little bit.
Yeah, but look at the basket, guys, still shaking.
That was nice, guys. The determination, the toughness, not going to shy away from the boards.
And one area where they haven't struggled has been transition.
Yeah, they've had less success when they allow the defense to get set. That's why they want to keep pushing the pace.
And so J.J. Redick will call a timeout. Coach is going to talk some things over with the team. Might be seeing something to adjust. And so Garland will bring it up with the Supersonics. They've led by as many as 14 points. We've got 22 seconds left to play in the third. And there's the whistle. Illegal screen.
And not the most common call you'll see in the NBA, but hard to argue that pick wasn't illegal.
It is really difficult to get your feet completely set, to stay completely still. It's almost surprising to me that it isn't called more often.
Outside, White. Takes a three. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. And so it's Seattle with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. And they've done a phenomenal job down. And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. Seattle leading by 6. Now Bailey. Outside Williams. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Williams has got the fourth quarter started here with a bucket for Seattle. Pass to White. Drives to the hoop. Oh, and he plucks it off the glass. Wow.
Boy, the long arms and size of Rudy Gobert on full display.
Mitchell outside. 6 to shoot.
And pressing a bit here, down in the game, trying to use the three-point shot to get back into it, and instead it's led to a lot of empty possessions this half.
Outside Korver. Gobert the screen. On the wing, Korver. Gobert down low. Champagnie. And J.J. Redick calls timeout here. He knows every possession is critical now. And now let's swing it over to Allie LaForce on the sideline.
I was able to listen in on what J.J. Redick was going over with his team. He said to his guys, this one is not over yet. You have worked hard for this lead, and we are not about to give it up now. Stay focused and keep hustling. Back to you guys.
All right, Allie, we thank you for that. Off target from three-point range.
Boy, another miss, but you have to say to his teammates, great job. They have picked him up all evening long.
Fundamentals, guys, using the one-hand slam.
Really makes the basics look pretty exceptional. Outside Korver to the paint. Gobert double-teamed. He's off on that one. Toronto trails by 4. There's the three. And Kyle Korver gets the three. Korver's got 24. And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for Seattle.
And they've shown great focus on the defensive end, putting constant pressure on the ball and really disruptive in terms of what they've done defensively.
And you also have to love the way they've gotten out and run in transition. A ton of good chances tonight simply from being willing to run the floor.
And now they decide to foul intentionally.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Left side Williams. And again, Seattle with the triple.
Yeah, there's 6 points on consecutive 3 balls. They're finding holes now in the D.
Outside, White. Inside. Williams can't get it to go. Seattle leading by 8. And the foul on Marcus Smart. That's his 3rd foul of the game.
Personal foul. Second team foul.
Wade brings the double team. Right side, Williams. Shot clock at 6. Strong move off the glass.
Yeah, I mean, Jalen Williams got as great a basketball frame as you could hope for. That's strength right there.
Mitchell. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. Outside, launches it. Gobert there for the rebound.
If you're trying to make a comeback, that is the kind of shot that doesn't help.
Double team on Williams. Outside, Gobert. All right, here's Williams. Puts up a three. Knocks down the three.
Yeah, coming down the stretch, they've become reliant upon their perimeter game.
Boy, the three-point arc has been a major factor in what they've done here tonight. You love the aggressiveness.
And even without that three-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play. Getting it done on both ends, and it shows up in the score.
Well, what I love is the energy they're bringing right now. They're ignoring the scoreboard and playing hard.
Down he goes for three.
He's not always assertive on the catch, but Derek White rising fire from three-point, and it is on target.
That's out of bounds. Seattle will retain possession. And Smart over to help. Now Williams. Knocked loose. Mitchell with the steal. No good from three. Seattle with the ball. They're on a 13-5 run here.
And these are the types of games where one team clearly has the edge. Tonight, it will be a win by a large margin for the Supersonics.
It was like watching a three-point shooting contest tonight here.
And they just didn't seem to let up. Whether the last several shots went down or not, three after three, it just seemed to pay off for them.
And they took charge when it counted, and they'll be notching their 9th win overall.
And so they'll take the first game of the season series, a team they'll only see twice. They're certainly happy to start it off with a win.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Kyle Korver.
What a groove for him this evening. Just stand aside and let the man work.
.40 seconds left in the fourth quarter. It's Garland. Four on the clock, and so they choose to intentionally foul.
You know, give them credit for still battling here down the stretch, but I think it's too little too late.
Good on the first, and that will push the lead to double digits.
Well, what you love is the leap that Darius Garland made in his third year. Named to the 2022 All-Star team, this guy can flat out score it.
Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. And down goes the three. And the foul on Marcus Smart. And that's it for him. He's fouled out. Not only that, we are in the bonus. We'll have to go to the line for two. So the first one drops, and that will put them up by 9. All free throws good from Garland.
That shuts down any idea of a comeback. That is big time under pressure.
Derek White. The assist. Ivica Zubac.
So we see the Sonics get the win here. Some good competition, but the hometown advantage and their ability to stay focused, I think, made the difference.
Yeah, and the first step in becoming a good team is your ability to win at home. And they really seem to revel.
Even in the summertime, me and Lil' Shawty cutter. I swear to God, I'ma tell you, I got the struggle. Baby girl, sit it down, you not known like a usher. Yeah. I told her mama I don't like what my teeth do. I wanna control you like voodoo. I'm started screaming freak on phone and doodloo. Every time I have a good time, do.
Good time, eh? Come on, a good time, but a bad one. You say you want, give me something long time. Me deal with this thing, no something like crime.